Welcome to Philosophy in Review. In this episode of our Stoic Philosopher series, we will discuss the philosophy of Epicurus. Epicurus was an ancient Greek philosopher who was born in 341 BC and founded Epicureanism, a highly influential school of philosophy. His philosophy was a complete and interdependent system that involved a view of the goal of human life as happiness, resulting from the absence of physical pain and mental disturbance. His philosophical system included advice on politics, the gods, sex, marriage, and friendship. Epicurus held an empiricist theory of knowledge where sensations, together with the perception of pleasure and pain, were infallible criteria. He also had a description of nature based on atomistic materialism and a naturalistic account of the world from its formation to the emergence of human societies. The philosophy of Epicurus emphasizes the pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain. Epicurus believed that the goal of life is to achieve a state of tranquility and happiness, which he called ataraxia. He argued that the best way to achieve ataraxia is to live a simple life of moderation, free from fear and anxiety. He thought that this state of being was the highest good. Epicurus was a hedonist, which meant that he believed that pleasure is the only intrinsic good. However, he did not believe in the pursuit of pleasure at all costs. He believed that the wise person would seek out pleasures that were moderate and lasting and that would not lead to pain in the long run. Another belief of Epicurus was that the universe is made up of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. He believed that atoms are eternal and that they move through empty space. This concept is known as atomism. Epicurus believed that by dispelling the fear of death and punishment in the afterlife, people would be free to pursue pleasures and enjoy peace of mind. He asserted that the soul is not immortal and that there is no afterlife, that death is the end of existence. He argued that the fear of death is the greatest source of human anxiety. He counseled that the wise person would therefore seek to overcome this fear. Epicurus's philosophy was a radical departure from the traditional Greek view of the world. The Greek philosophers before him had believed that the goal of life was to achieve virtue and honor. Epicurus, on the other hand, believed that the goal of life was to achieve happiness. His philosophy was also a reaction to the chaos and uncertainty of the Hellenistic world. In a world where everything seemed to be changing, Epicurus offered a simple and reassuring message, that the best way to achieve happiness was to live a life of moderation and avoid unnecessary desires. Here are 5 quotes attributed to Epicurus. 1. The greatest wealth is to live happily with little. 2. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. 3. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one. 4. The only way to get rid of a temptation is to yield to it. Resist it, and your soul grows sick with longing for the things it is forbidden to itself, with desire for what its monstrous laws have made monstrous and unlawful. 5. The only thing that brings true happiness is freedom from pain and fear. Thanks for watching. Please like this video to let us know if you enjoyed it. Also, feel free to comment with your suggestions or ideas.